So hey, if you want to have text exchanges like this, definitely make sure you stay tuned until the end. Hello world, Prince here, and welcome to my channel, Gentlemen and Scholars, where we discuss dating, style, personal development, and so much more. All right, so if you're new to the channel, definitely consider taking a look around, liking and subscribing, as it helps with the algorithm. Really helps to facilitate that strong community, and it helps the channel to grow. All right, so for today's topic, we're gonna be going over the proper way to court a woman in text. So we're really gonna be going over the fundamentals and what your goals should be when you are texting that prospective lady. So definitely make sure you stay tuned to the end, because this one is going to be a huge one. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. All right, so let's just go ahead and hop right in. All right, so let's just go ahead and give a hypothetical here. Let's say that you just met this beautiful lady. You went over and you got her number. So you got her number and you're thinking, man, what should I do next? Well, the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is nothing. Wait. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. All relationships tend to bloom over time, especially when you're talking about intimate ones. So really, instead of stressing over this one number that you got, you should be out there dating, getting other numbers and really working towards your purpose. So for me, assuming I'm not swamped, I tend to naturally wait around 2.5 to 3 days before I reach back out. This gives her just a little bit of time to think about you, and more importantly, you don't come off as needy, which is one of the top things that women screen guys for upon meeting them. Okay, so here's another way to look at it. Let's say that you met a potential friend or gym partner at the gym on Saturday. So are you gonna run home and hit him up that night, talking about you guys working out together? No, more than likely you're gonna give it a little bit of time. And if you're smart, you'll reach out Wednesday so that his weekend doesn't fill up for plans on Saturday for you guys to work out. You already know that he'll likely be free around this time, because this is around the time when you guys first met. All I'm trying to say is that the same principle applies when you're talking about women. So step 2, when you do finally reach out, you're going to want to make sure that you say something more engaging than hey. I mean, this is something that 8th graders do, and if you're in 8th grade, pay close attention, because you're about to get an edge up on your classmates. Me personally, I like to reach out with something open-ended, something along the lines of, hey, insert name, how are you? This is great because this gives her the floor to open up to you, and it can be the first sign, outside of the approach, of course, to gauge her level of interest towards you. So if she's really short with the responses, this could mean low interest. But if she's really long with the responses, this could be a really good sign. Keep in mind, she could just be testing you with the short responses, or have somebody else in the background that she's really talking to. So I really wouldn't take it personally. Okay, so step number 3. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is mirror her level of engagement towards you. So if she takes an hour to text you back, then you shouldn't be in a rush to get back to her either. So if she gives short responses, you give shorter responses as well. I don't look at this as manipulation. I mean, I personally just want to be around people that want to be around me and that are willing to make the effort. And if you aren't willing to make the effort, eventually I'm going to get off the phone and go hang out with somebody who will. But don't do anything just yet. It could just be another test just to see if it gets under your skin. See, if you show that these things get under your skin to a woman who doesn't know you or doesn't know you intimately, it's just gonna scare her off. Think about it. She's trying to weed out the abusive men, the ones who might hurt her physically and the ones that might hurt her emotionally. So definitely make sure to never lose your cool and realize that a lot of the things that she's going to throw at you will be to rattle you. But next, the most important step in all of this will be to set up a date to meet immediately. I mean, I would honestly send out 2, maybe 3 texts before bringing this up. If you meet a girl while you're out and she truly does have high interest, she'll be expecting this. And if you wait around to mention this, she might just ghost you. So definitely make sure you mention it early. So to start, I'd say something like, hey, I'd like to see you. When are you free? Let her respond to that, and when she does, immediately set the date. Now keep in mind that a real date includes a time, a day, a location, and a method to get there. Be decisive and say something like, hey, let's go bowling at 123 Avenue at 7 p.m. on Monday. How does that sound? And if she says, I'll let you know, then say, how about another day that you are sure that you can make? And if she agrees, congratulations, you have a date. And the last thing that you're gonna wanna do to seal the deal is say something like, hey, if something comes up on my end, I'll let you know, and you can do the same if something comes up on yours. Then say, sounds good, and if it's a yes, then you should be all set. But if you get any pushback, I will revert back to, hey, I'm pretty busy myself, so why don't we just find another time that you know that you can make? And if she still doesn't set the date, I'd say, hey, let's just do it another time. Then I try to get her out one more time the following week using the same steps, but only if I really liked her. So just a few closing thoughts here. So every time you text while dating, your goal should be to set up a date and time to meet. You're also gonna wanna set up dates at night, as this leaves other intimate acts on the table. Make sure you're going to places that are fun and facilitate laughter when you do finally get her out. And make sure to not chat so much on the phone outside of setting dates, as it might help to build rapport, but it definitely won't help to build attraction. If you already have a date set up with this particular girl, you're gonna wanna say that you're super busy, but you're looking forward to seeing her at said time, and then get off the phone. So that's how I go about it. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to hit my email in the description below. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you do have any questions for me, definitely feel free to give a shout, like, definitely subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That is extremely important. It helps the community to grow. It gets you notified anytime I post, and really works to facilitate that strong community. So definitely let me know your guys' thoughts on this one. That I touched on some good points. Do you have a different strategy that you tend to employ? Definitely let me know down below. Until next time, gentlemen and scholars.